show your 2026 San Francisco 49ers.
Take this down inside the 35. First and 10.
13 yards on the play.
They send the tight end in motion. Herbert now on first down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7. An injured player on that one, and it's Nick Bosa. Game stopped as they come to look at the outstanding defender. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the toss, they'll run. He'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Herbert to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown Chargers.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel,
a throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The Chargers offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
You know, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Chargers first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
That's another.
They'll try the right side this time. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
They'll stick with him again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Long, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Makes the score. Chargers 10. 49ers nothing.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. Big time play by McCaffrey. 47 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Dayon Henley on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
First down. First and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yards. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 2-yard line.
Here's Purdy making the read and keeping it. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete.
Great pass pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
His kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 10-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Disley is the man in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Yeah! And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. 49ers offense ready to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's the versatile Jordan James. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They run. It's the former Oregon Duck, Jordan James. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now a third and 2. Try and run here with James. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back when they hold him to no gain.
So, on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, out to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 35. 5. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Disley is the man in motion.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st down, right back to Hampton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
1st and 10 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Down inside the 10. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold them to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he will go down here, but there is a marker on the field, and the defense may have gotten a head start on that one.
Still 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Slot man gonna move in motion left. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything, there is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is caught, and he's in. Will Disley. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers move out in front by the score of 17-3. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Jones now on first down. He takes off, and he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Jones. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Rush.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll run here with Brown, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Back to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darrell Luter. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw, not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Still a little time. Final minutes of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Our carry here for Brown. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Omarion Hampton. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll look underneath here for Hampton, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.